আবার খেলা তো দেখা নাই। Meaning of business economics. Having understood the meaning of economics, let us now understood the business economics is. For this, consider the following situation. Mr. G. Rammurthy, the CEO of Worldwide Food Limited, on completion of his presentation, turned to his board of directors and raised the question, "Well, ladies and gentlemen, what do you say? Shall we go to soft drink business?" "Give us some time, sir," remarked Swaminathan. "You are asking us to approve a major discussion which will have a long-term effect on the direction of the company. I understood your concern of the company, but now the time has come for us to expand our business. Soft drink market is growing fast and it is closely related to our core business food," answered Ramurthy. "But competition from White Soft Drink Limited and Black's Nectar Limited is tough. They are already into this business." Hello, Prince Yadav. What you notice in the hypothetical example given above and the management of good night of the company is faced with the problem discussing marketing. As we your survival and success of any business depend on the sound decision. Decision making refers to the process of selecting an appropriate alternative that will provide the most efficient mean of attaining a desired end from two or more alternative course of action. Decision making involves evaluation of feasible alternative, rational judgment on the basis of the information, and choice of the particular alternative which the discussion makers find as the most suitable. And explained above, the question of choice arises because of our productive resources such as land, labor, capital, and management are limited, can be employed in alternative uses. Therefore, more efficient alternative must be the chosen and less efficient alternative must be the rejected. The management of the business unit generally needs to make a strategic and tactical and operational decision. A few examples of issues requiring decision making in the content of business are illustrated below. Should our firm be in this business? Should the firm launch a product and given high competitive market environment? If the firm decided on launching the product, which available technique of production should be used? From where should the firm procure the necessary input and what prices so to have a competitive is in the market? Should the firm make the components or buy them from the other firms? How much should be the optimum output and what price should the firm sell? How will product be placed in the market? Which customer segment should we focus on and how to improve the customer experiences? Which marketing strategies should be chosen? How much should be the marketing budget? How to combat the risks and uncertainties involved? Decision making on the above as well as similar issues is not as simple and straightforward as the economic environment which the firm function is highly complex and dynamic. The problem gets aggravated because most of the time decisions are to be taken under condition of imperfect knowledge and uncertainty. Decision making therefore requires that the management be equipped with a proper methodology and appropriate analytical tools techniques Business economics meets these needs of the management by providing huge corpus of theory and techniques. Briefly put, business economics integrates economics theory and business practice. Business economics, also referred to as management economics, generally refers to integrated economics theory with the business practice, while the theories of economics provide the tools which explains various concepts such as demand, supply, cost, prices, competition, etc. Business economics applies this tool in the process of business decision making. Thus, business economics comprises of that part of economics knowledge, logic, theories, and analytic tools that are used in a rational business decision making. In brief, it is applied economics that fills the gap between the economic theory and business practice. Business economics has close connection with the economic theory, micro as well as macroeconomics, operation research, statistics, mathematics, and the theory of decision making. A professional business economist has to integrate the concept and methods from all the disciplines in order to understand and analyze practical managerial problems. Business economics is not only valuable to business decision makers but also useful for managers of non-for-profit organizations such as NGO or voluntary organizations. Definition of business economics. Business economics may be defined as the use of economic analysis to make the business decision involving best use of organization scarce resources. Gerald Dean defined business economics in terms of the use economics analysis in the formulation of business policies. Business economics is essentially a component applied economics as it includes application selective quantitative techniques such as linear programming, regression analysis, capital budgeting, and break-even analysis and cost analysis. Our approach in the next test is to focus on the heart of the business economics, that is microeconomics theory of the behavior of consumer and firms competitive and non-competitive market. This theory provides a managers with basic frameworks by making a business decision about allocation of their firm's scarce resources. The nature of business economics. Economics has been broadly divided into two major parts, micro and macro. Before explaining the nature of business economics, it is pertinent to understand the distinction between these two subjects. Microeconomics is basically the study of the behavior of different individual and organization within an economic system. In other words, microeconomics examines how the individual units, consumers, or firms make the decision to how to efficiently allocate their scarce resources. Here, the focus is on a small number of a group of units rather than all the units combined, and therefore it does not explain what happening in the wider economic environment. Mainly, we study the following in microeconomics: product pricing, consumer behavior, factor pricing, the economic condition of the section of the people, behavior of the firms, and location of the industry. Microeconomics, it in contrast, is the study of the overall economics phenomena or the economy as well whole rather than its individual. Accordingly, in macroeconomics, we study behavior of the large economic aggregates such as the overall level of output and employment, total consumption, total saving, total investment, export, import, foreign investment, and also these aggregates shifts over time. It analyzes that overall economic environment in which the firm, governments, and the household operates and take decision. However, it should be kept in mind that it is it, that is that this economic environment represent overall effect and innumerable decisions made by the millions of different consumers and producers. A few areas that come under macroeconomics are national income and national output, the general prices level and interest rates, balance of trade and balance of payment, extremely value of currency, overall level saving and investment, and level employment and rate economic growth.